What's going on, boys? Joycon James here, and welcome back to another episode of Talking About Etika. This is the series where I pretty much just talk about a topic relating to Etika, unedited. This is sort of kind of like a podcast vibe, but not really. It's kind of like something you might listen to while you're doing something else. I apologize for the long delay. The last one was quite a while back now. I just wanted to find a good subject to talk about. And I feel like these are kind of the good place for there to be more serious discussions. I'm not talking like super heavy, deep stuff, but I just mean more stuff that's kind of like actual like topics that are genuinely debated in the community and not me just talking about some random thing. This one in particular is something that I myself have had to deal with. I know other members of the community have had to deal with. The reason I'm even talking about it is because someone actually messaged me over on Instagram asking me to talk about it because they themselves had been through this and they're not even like a big member of the community. So the thing I'm talking about specifically is one, gatekeeping Etika, and two, the whole like notion of clout chasing. Oh, I hate that word so much for a start. Clout chasing. I hate that term so much. But first off, I guess we'll start with gatekeeping, I suppose. When I say gatekeeping Etika, I'm talking about people who say you can't talk about Etika, or he's gone, let him rest, and stuff like that. And you know, on one hand, I understand letting someone rest, right? Everyone wants Etika to rest peacefully. His name does not need to be dragged up every time there is drama. However, there's a difference between letting someone rest and never talking about them. I feel like the people who say let him rest comment it under literally everything. And again, this isn't just me ranting about my own stuff. This has happened to me. I've seen it happen to other creators who are in the community as well, where they'll post something relating to Etika in like a positive thing. Like for example, my video the other week, or not the other week, a while back, where I announced that me and someone else were working on putting Etika into Breath of the Wild, which is just a really cool project. I got a comment that someone was like, just let him rest. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, one of the things that Etika said in his goodbye video is that I know you're going to forget about me. And that's like the number one reason why I'm doing this channel, so that no one forgets about him. So when people are like, let him rest, just stuff like that, it just like, that's what I don't understand. Because by let him rest, you're just saying, forget about him. Just pretend he doesn't exist, you know? Let's just, it happened in the past, he's gone, move on, don't talk about him, don't mention him. Finito. And that's what I don't agree with personally. And I see a lot of people have to deal with this as well. And it's just really like, I don't know, it just annoys me because it's like no one has the right to gatekeep Etika, and you know, you're allowed your opinion. If you want to say, I don't think you should be talking about Etika, you're allowed that opinion, but I don't think you should be enforcing it because no one can tell anyone that you can't talk about another person. Now, if someone is actually making content that is legitimately just disrespectful to Etika or insulting him, then by all means, yes, fuck that person or persons. They deserve to be told, get the fuck out of the community. But at the same time, no one has that power, I think, to say, you're not allowed in this community, you're not allowed to talk about Etika. The only person that really has that power would be Etika himself to kick someone out of the community because he is the founder of said community. So I think he's the only person that would have that power, and obviously as he's not here to enforce that power, there should be no debate. Like, no one should be telling anyone that you can't do this for Etika, you can't do this for Etika. As I said, as long as it's not obviously inflammatory, insulting, you know, anything that is obviously made to insult or, you know, make fun of fans or Etika, obviously that kind of content, fuck those people, fuck that content. But generally speaking, when I see people commenting it under like Etika posts on Instagram, Etika tweets, YouTube videos, people just, you know, stop gatekeeping, clout chasing, it's just long. Like, it's, why have you got to be like that? And moving on to the second topic, I guess, I think we covered gatekeeping pretty well there. The whole notion of clout chasing, I hate that word so much, clout, ugh. Where it's basically people, if I post a video where I archived all of Etika's Instagram stories, right, because I wanted them to be up on YouTube so they were available for everyone to watch, because it took me a damn long time to find them and edit them all together in order, and I didn't want anyone else to have to go through that pain. And because his stories aren't, you know, available anymore on Instagram, made a big fucking long video and put it on YouTube. Boom. And that I thought was a useful tool. It's almost like archiving Etika's stories and his, you know, his work and stuff that a lot of people might not have seen. But already I got messages of people saying like, oh, you're clout chasing, bro. And like, again, I'm not trying to make this a me problem. I'm not trying to rant about myself. It's something that I and many other people have to deal with. I see other people's Instagram posts about Etika and videos just get clout chasing. Like, I feel like more people accuse people of clout chasing off Etika than people who actually do clout chase off Etika. I can say that I don't think a single person I have actually communicated with in the community, someone that I've spoken to, has ever clout chased Etika. I can't think of a single person, but yet somehow I can name hundreds of people that are consistently commenting clout chasing. I don't get it. Like, clout chasing is like using someone to get your own clout. Clout is fame, I assume, right? I'm pretty sure that's like fame or, you know, getting famous. So people commenting that you're trying to get famous off using Etika, like people who have commented that on stuff, like I don't think I've seen a single video or post actually applies to people saying that that's clout chasing. I don't think any of my videos are clout chasing because I'm not using Etika to get famous. I don't think any other people I've interacted with in the community are clout chasing either. So I feel like it's just an issue where it's like everyone just automatically jumps to, oh, you're clout chasing, you're using Etika's name, oh, stop, you know, let him rest, all that kind of stuff. Like, it just needs to go. Like, it needs to go now. Like, yes, the man is obviously, we're coming up to the 2-year mark of his passing, which is, you know, just, I can't believe the time's gone that fast. But just because it goes a longer amount of time since he passed doesn't mean we just slowly stop talking about him or start then saying, oh, well, if you talk about him at all, or if you make any video, or if you make any post, or if you make any tweet, or you share anything about him, you're clout chasing and you need to stop using him and you need to let him rest. As I said at the start, letting him rest in regards to not bringing up his name every time there's some H3 Keemstar drama, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff, yeah, by all means, let the man fucking rest. Stop dragging his name through the dirt and using it as a weapon against other people. But when it comes to just making content, sharing posts, pictures, art, videos of Etika, memories, it's not clout chasing. It's not clout chasing. So please stop gatekeeping people and telling people that it's clout chasing and you need to stop talking about him and you need to let him rest. I know most of you watching this don't do that, but as I said, I see so many people commenting it, even though like no one I know does it on my stuff, on other people's stuff as well. It's just, it gets very like boring to look at that. So if you're one of those people, like genuinely just look at the content and say to yourself, is this clout chasing? If it is, by all means let them know. If it's not, which is 99% of cases, just leave them alone. Like, don't comment it on their stuff because it's just most of the time it will not be. I know there are exceptions. As I said, I've seen some TikToks where like people, you know, do stuff like, where were you on June 19th when Etika died? And then sad music plays, 1 million likes. Like that, in my opinion, is clout chasing because it's glamorizing the idea of Etika's death and like putting yourself in the shoes of like, I personally don't like that. And that is what I would say is like clout chasing because they're using that Etika thing to then get views and like all that on TikTok. So that I don't really agree with. So if there's content like that, then by all means call the person out for clout chasing or using his name for views. But generally speaking, when it comes to YouTube and Instagram and Twitter posts, I don't think any of it's clout chasing. And I don't think people should be gatekeeping people and telling them you can't post this, let him rest when it comes to normal stuff like that. But it's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. So let me know down below in the comments. Thank you all for watching. This is just another quick, I don't know how long this is, but it didn't feel as long as the last talking about Etika episode. But yeah, apologies for the delay since the last one. I'll try and make them more consistently. Thank you all for watching. And as a great man once said, please have yourselves a damn good one.